Today in the hot seat we do have a FIFA YouTuber and streamer from Leicester in England. He did recently move house and did witness the FA Cup win. It is the one and only Birdie94.
Hello! How are you doing, sir?
How was FIFA 22 so far for you?
Hard, to say the least. It's very, very different to 21, which can only be a positive because that game was garbage. So
exactly, like if they've completely changed the game, then happy days, because it means we're not playing the same game again.
Exactly. It's very slow, which hopefully is a good thing, but I don't know. It's too early to say, really, isn't it? I mean, the game isn't even, when this is being recorded, the normal edition of the game still isn't even out. So they may ruin it with a day one patch. But
actually, yeah, it will be out, because
well,
Friday's the 1st, isn't it?
There you go.
And then Sunday's the 3rd, so beautiful. It will be out. So we'll just correct that statement off the bat.
It's fine. But yeah, it's very slow, it's very different, but I'm enjoying it so far. And hopefully we've got a year of FIFA where it actually feels like you deserve to win when you do. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, especially with the XG stat, just the amount of times people will be posting that on Twitter. Like, they'll have like a 7 or 8 XG, and it'll be like, should have won this game, but they ended up losing 1-0. But I think it's good to be challenged.
It is, and again, to actually feel like you have to work to create chances and stuff like that, or to score with the Superman keepers it's refreshing after last year.
Okay, 15 questions, 3 lifelines, possible 100,000 FIFA points. Best luck, Birdie. Let's play Who Wants to Be a FIFA Millionaire? Question number 1 is for 100 FIFA points. Which of the following elements are actually upside down on the FIFA 22 launch screens? Is it A, the Union Jack flag, B, the X and A button on the start of the game, C, Mbappe, or D, the FIFA 22 text? In fact, you've not even noticed this, have you?
Of course I've not. How is this the first question?
One of these things are upside down.
Can you say them again?
Yep. It's the Union Jack flag when you're picking the language. It's the X or A button when it says start the game below FIFA 22. And then Mbappe. Didn't have much to choose from, obviously, because there's not that much on the start screens. But one of these things is actually upside down if you really think about it.
It's upside down?
Yeah.
I can't believe you've thrown me this early. That is bizarre. I mean, it's not Mbappe. Obviously, it's not Mbappe.
Yeah, it's just funny with Mbappe just hanging from the top of the screen like a bat.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, that's fine.
That'd be pretty impressive. I mean, maybe when you took the trip to New Zealand to play it early, but I don't know is the answer. So what are the other options? You've got the X or A button.
Yeah, so when you start the game,
yeah,
and then there's the FIFA 22 text above it. You just got to think, like, what have you done when you've launched the game? Are those things in the right place?
I honestly don't know. I don't know if I could tell you. That's worrying. I'm not going to lie. That is very, very worrying. I'm
not going to lie. I saw this literally at about 3 a.m. this morning.
That's
and I throw it in
incredible.
This morning.
For the first question, even though you didn't know it.
Yep, I didn't even notice. Use logic here.
I will use the logic. So
what makes the most sense to be upside down?
Yeah, go through the options again.
So you got the Union Jack flag.
Yeah.
You got the X or A button.
Yeah.
Where it says press X to start the game.
Yes.
And Mbappe and then just the the word FIFA 22.
Oh right,
above.
Okay. I'll go with the Union Jack flag then as my answer.
And that is the correct answer. Well done. Yeah, it's actually upside down. Yeah, when you launch the game, you can tell because the way, like, there's the cross
where the like strips of red are on the white bits.
So they should be on the other side of it, and it's clearly just upside down. I don't know if EA have done that on purpose or just accidental. But
I mean, it's upside down. Of course, it's an accident. Fair enough. No idea.
Question number 2 is for 200 FIFA points. Which of the following Swiss players were the first player to receive an SBC card on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team? Is it A. Sommer, B. Mbabu, C. Xhaka, or D. Shaqiri?
It is the transferred Mr. Xherdan Shaqiri. Final answer.
And that's the correct answer. Well done. Have you completed the SBC?
On my content account, yes. On the Road to Glory, no. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's a very much a card that even if he gets an inform, the inform will only be 10, 15k.
Yeah.
Even if he gets a second inform,
exactly,
you're looking at 20k. So
you need
it's
like
just really
five
not worth
informs for him to be sick. So yeah,
you do get the +1 this year for the 5 wins out of 10 or whatever it is, but even then,
do.
it's just not worth the effort.
That will
really
take him to an average card rather than a below average card.
Yeah,
so it's,
bit of a strange one really from EA to choose him.
It is very
like French league. I guess he's got 5-star skills, but it's just not. Nobody cares.
No, not at all. For the early access exclusive one as well. It's not great if we're being honest.
And it's quite overpriced as well. It's have an 81 and a 83.
83, yeah. When the game
if it was
even
only
out.
Yeah, if it was only an 81 rated squad, then I might be alright with it, but the extra 83 just... nah.
Yeah.
Question number 3 is for 300 FIFA points. Robin van Persie is a new FIFA 22 icon, but who was the final team he played for on FIFA 19? Is it A. Arsenal, B. Manchester United, C. Feyenoord, or D. Fenerbahce?
Oh no, that's thrown me. Fenerbahce. Because he had a... What was it? Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
End of era?
That's the one. He had an end of era card, and I do remember that one. However, I can't really remember. That's difficult. Oof. I mean, obviously, it's not one of the first two. Like,
I put them in the right order of like what came out because I was like, it's not going to be Arsenal, Man United, so I just throw them in anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's the two F teams.
Oh no. So Fenerbahce or Feyenoord, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because don't they have... I swear they have like similar badges as well. Just circular... Oh no.
Stuff on
Yeah, exactly. Feyenoord or Fenerbahce. In which FIFA was it? Did you say FIFA 19?
FIFA 19. He also had a team of the season that year. He scored a lot of goals.
Team of the season for his last card.
Team of the season. Yeah. I think his last season at this club, he scored like, I want to say, probably like 30 games, 21 goals, something like that.
Oh my god.
It's kind of crazy that he did retire.
On a season like that? Oh god. I'm going to have to try and remember this. Team of the season, FIFA 19. I mean, surely he finished his career in Holland. It makes the most sense. Just one last time before I say my final answer. What were the two teams?
Feyenoord or Fenerbahce?
I go with Feyenoord. Final answer.
Only 2 people, well actually 3 people, because on Andy and Atani's episode, they didn't get 1,000 FIFA points, just like Homeless Penguin.
No.
But you do have the correct answer. It's Feyenoord.
Okay.
Well done, Birdie.
Thank you. Oh god,
that was one that you just got to remember. Like he went from Man U to Fenerbahce, then finished off at Feyenoord.
Do you know how long he played there for? Because I do remember him having a Fenerbahce card.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of years at Fenerbahce, then a couple of years at Feyenoord.
Fair enough.
Yeah, ended really well.
But yeah, thank you for the team of the season hint.
Yeah. Question number 4 is for 500 FIFA points. How many different players received a Future Stars card at Leicester City on FIFA 20 and FIFA 21? Is it A1, B3, C5, or D7?
Right. Let me write these down. 1, 3, 5, or 7, yeah?
Yep, all the odds.
On the last 2 FIFAs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that we're not counting multiple cards for the same player, right?
Yeah, so that's one card.
Fofana got 3.
Yeah, I was going to be very tricky and do it that way and do the multiple cards, but then you just try to remember, did he get 2 centre-back cards or 1 centre-back card?
Exactly. Yeah,
that's just too much effort.
Actually, he might have had... He had 4, actually, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think he had 4 cards,
He had 3 centre-backs and then 1 CDM.
Yeah. I kept that CDM card for ages, just for squad building series, but I don't think I ever actually used the card.
Same. I'm pretty sure Tom guessed Fofana at CDM 20 times in Team Takedown. Never used him. Right, Fofana obviously has one. Harvey Barnes got one last year. And this is across FIFA 20 and FIFA 21.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's not 1. That means I'm misremembering. Last year, did we get any others? Who else would have got it? I don't believe we did. We had Barnes and Fofana. Who else could have got one? Seanshu. Can't remember any more. The year before, though, Future Stars. Oof. That's a different question right there. You could have had Madison. Sayunchi, I don't believe he got one. Who else would have got one there? I mean, obviously I should know the answer to this. But I clearly don't. Who the hell got a Future Stars for us? I mean, surely there's no way that I'm misremembering 3 different ones and forgetting them. So I will say 3 as my final answer.
Took your time.
Yeah.
It wasn't 1, obviously.
Of course.
Question is whether you're missing a couple.
If I'm missing 3, then that's really poor from me.
You do have the correct answer. It's 3. Well done. Obviously, it was Tielemans on FIFA 20. That is pink card.
Don't remember that. Not gonna lie. Don't remember that at all. No. Fair enough.
I think it might have been an SBC. I'm not gonna lie. I think it might have been because they did the team season as an SBC. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh no! Yeah, I do. Yes. Fair enough. Yeah. I forgot it, but it doesn't matter.
Question number 5 is for 750 FIFA points. Manuel Lazzari had a right mid card on FIFA 21, but what position is gold card on FIFA 22? Is it A, right back, B, right wing back, C, right mid, or D, right wing?
Right wing back. Final answer.
See, that was an instantaneous correct answer there.
Yeah. I mean, I packed him last night, and he was potentially going to go in my team. So yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, quite interesting. Like, it's quite often that happens in the Serie A because the way they play, like 3 at the back.
3 at the back, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, wing backs that.
It's interesting.
Goes wingers.
Yeah, it's interesting to know that, like, for some teams they make them a wing back based on that, and others they make them like a right mid. Like, Hattabor plays exactly the same position, yet he's a right mid. Bit odd, but hey, there you go.
That's EA's logic.
Exactly.
Question number 6 is to guarantee 1,000 FIFA points. Which of the following Team of the Week Bond players were the first to receive a featured Team of the Week item? Is it A, Florian Wirtz, B, Ismail Assar, C, Ivan Toney, or D, Luis Diaz?
I like the pronunciation on Saar. However, it's Ivan Toney. 100% final answer. Give me those 1,000 FIFA points.
And that's the correct answer. Well done. He does have that little star on his card,
Yes,
but for some reason he doesn't actually have it on. Like when you look at like FootWiz or FootBin, there's no star there, so you wouldn't know if you just looked on there. But obviously, if you go onto the game, maybe they're putting it into the website soon. But for the time being, it's an unknown.
Only in game.
Question number 6 is for 2,000 FIFA points. Shaqiri was the first player to receive an SBC card on FIFA 22. But which of the following Serie A teams did he play for 6 months at? Is it A, AC Milan, B, Inter Milan, C, Roma, or D, Lazio? Got another career path question, just like the RVP one.
Shaqiri. Let me write these down. So we got AC Milan, Inter Milan,
Roma and Lazio.
Roma and Lazio. Do I remember him having a card on any of these games?
I think he did actually have an inform at one of these clubs, because when he was there for 6 months.
He did okay then, I guess. In my head it's Inter Milan, but I don't know if I'm confident enough to just say it without having a little bit of a think. Oh, goodness me. Shaqiri. I feel like I would have... like, even if it is Inter Milan, I don't really remember him having a card there. It must have been a few years ago as well, surely.
Yeah.
Because even though he's
But
been...
before he was at Stoke.
Oh, God. So before the Liverpool move. That is a few years ago, jeez. Wow.
Because he was at Bayern Munich.
It's an interesting career, isn't it?
He's actually one of, I think it's 4 or 5 people that won the Champions League with 2 different teams.
That's pretty cool, to be fair.
Didn't really do that much for Liverpool when they won it, but you know he was there. But then again, he didn't do that much when he was at Bayern, so he's got his accolades.
Exactly. He's been in the squad. He's got a medal. That's what matters. Oh God, I think it's Inter Milan. It has to be Inter Milan, right? Surely. Oh man, I don't want to. Can you remind me of the lifelines?
Yep, you got a 50-50. Ask the audience and phone a friend.
And we're on 2,000 FIFA points. This is question number, what, 6?
7.
7.
7. Yeah. You gotta get to 15.
On this early. It has to be Inter Milan. I'm gonna go with it. And you know what? If I get it wrong, then that's foolish by me. But I swear he played for Inter Milan, so that's my final answer.
It's locked it in.
Yeah.
Wasn't Roma or Lazio, so it was one of the Milan clubs.
Yep.
And you do have the correct answer. It is Inter Milan. Well done. Yeah, you went from Bayern to Inter. You got an informed cam card, I think it was, and then went to Stoke for a number of years, and then now he's at Lyon.
So Bayern, Inter Milan, Stoke.
Yep.
Nice.
I think, to be fair, Stoke were paying him a lot of money.
Yeah. He was their guy. He was very good for Stoke, to be fair.
Yeah, him and Arnautovic actually quite decent.
Yeah. I was a bit annoyed when he signed for Liverpool because they didn't need him.
Yeah, he kind of did waste his time there because he had a few years in him and he could have gone somewhere a little bit lower. But then
100%.
again,
Starting every week, but money.
FIFA 21, Rijkiano Haps was Dutch, but which nation has he changed to on FIFA 22? Is it A, Guyana, B, French Guyana, C, Curacao, or D, Suriname? See, you know Haps, the left
I
back.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically the only Dutch
his
left back.
His first name's a bit of a...
Yeah. He was like the only Dutch left back that wasn't in the... what is it? Eredivisie. I've seen him because I've packed him a few times as well. Can you run me through the options again, please?
You got Guyana, French Guyana, Curacao, and Suriname.
God. I need to try and remember what the flag is and then what that actually relates to, because... I swear his flag is like majority red. You know what? I apologise, but say them again. Let me write them down so I don't have to keep asking you, and I'll try and rule them out.
I could send them over to you because the spelling is
it's
rather
fine.
interesting.
It's fine.
So you got Guyana, so that's like Guy Anna.
Yep.
Then you got French Guyana, but that's with an I, not a Y.
Yep.
And then you got Curacao, which is interesting, and then Suriname. just like surname. I got butchered last time I called it surname in the comments, so now I call it Suriname.
I swear it's that one. I swear
You
it's
have your 3 lifelines.
Suriname. I know. I feel like there would have been a bigger deal made if it was one of the others, because he probably would have been like the only gold player from there. I mean, he might be, to be fair, from Suriname, but I swear it's that. How many FIFA points are we on? 4? 3?
This is for 3,000.
3k. We got all 3 lifelines. I don't want to be that guy that uses lifelines early on.
You got 5 questions to get 12,000, including this one.
Okay, that's not bad at all. Guyana, French Guyana, Curacao. It has to be Suriname. I swear, I've packed him multiple times. I know the flag. It's red, and I swear it has a star in the middle. I'm going for it. I'm going to go Suriname. Final answer. In so much confidence. If it is right or wrong, please tell me that I'm at least thinking of the right flag for the country that he's from. Oh no.
Curacao do have a gold. I think it was on FIFA. I don't know if it's on FIFA 22, but they definitely had one on FIFA 21. Because it was one of those niche questions where I was like, oh, which of the following nations had a gold card?
Right.
And Curacao actually do.
Okay.
But you do have the correct answer. It's Suriname. Well done. Both of those, like, Dutch. I don't know if they're still Dutch, like a part of the Netherlands, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those that, yeah, the flag, it does have red in it and a star, but then the top and the bottom have like black bars.
Oh yeah, there we go. I completely forgot the top and the bottom of it, but okay, that's fine. I'll take that.
Other than half the flag, you got it right.
Exactly.
Like, you got the right third in the middle.
Exactly, that's the part that mattered.
Yeah. You got the right answer.
Exactly. We're fine.
I could have been a bit more mean and then took out Guyana and French Guyana and maybe gone for some other countries that might have confused her with the flag. I think Zimbabwe's flag is similar-ish with the star.
I believe you're right, yes.
Yeah, that might have thrown you off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, if you haven't packed him, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
It's one of those random nation changes. That's very lucky that I've seen it.
I've gone quite tricky with the first nation. There's a few nation changes which were a bit nicer, but I thought I'd get the tricky one out first.
Good.
Just because I believe in your FIFA knowledge, Scott. That's why.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Some people that may not know that. Which of the following FIFA 22 players have the following face card stats? Is it A, Sergio Aguero, B, Andre Silva, C, Andre Kramaric, or D, Kevin Volland?
Oh no! Why couldn't you have been nice?
This is it's one of these questions where trying to find players with similar stats is really tricky.
As soon as you sent me, like, for those that I don't know, I don't know. I assume you are going to show on screen exactly what I'm seeing.
It's on the screen. Yep.
So I've been sent like the bottom half of the card. As soon as you sent that, I thought it was Aguero, because I know his pace has been massacred. And I packed him as well, like on the first day.
Not bad.
Ah. But at the same time, I've definitely packed Volland. Who were the other two? Kramaric and Andre Silva. Oh man. If I'm going with my gut, then I'm going with Aguero. But
you do have 3 lifelines. And you are 4 questions away from the 12k. So
that means I don't have a lifeline per question, and I really want that.
But you pretty much do.
I know.
You might know one of these next questions quite easily.
It's true. It is true. But so 71 pace, 86 dribbling, 86 shooting, 76 passing. Again, makes me want to go Aguero, but. Oh my goodness. I'm going to write these down. See if I can eliminate any of these. So Aguero is 86, 87 this year. Kramaric, I believe, is an 82, 83. Volander's aboard, 100%, so his stats are decent. He's an 83. And Andre Silva's 84.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're all
no.
around the same region. Apart from Aguero, who's quite higher.
He is, but because of his pace downgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I kind of want to just go for it. Because I swear it's Aguero. I remember seeing his stats after, like... Oh, no. I think I have to go with a 50-50. I'm not sure enough on Aguero, so I'll go 50-50 on this one and hope it doesn't screw me like it did the last time I was on.
It's all randomly number generated.
I know, but last time it was the worst two options that came out of it.
So Scott's uses 50-50, and the two winning answers are Andre Silva and Andre Kramaric.
Oh no! So the one that
is that the worst outcome?
Well, I mean,
now you don't know who it is out of those two.
Aguero's not there. So Andre Silva and Kramaric are the two
options. Yeah.
Andre Silva. I swear that I've packed both of these players. I think Andre Silva's a little bit quicker than that. Was it 71, 86, 86? Once we finish this question, regardless of whether I get it right or wrong, I imagine that there's not much in it between all of these players. Like, especially
about the same. Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the pace.
But there's certain
department.
stats that you can eliminate players with.
Yeah. I think out of the two, Kramaric makes more sense. He played for us. He's not that quick, and I've watched him play for Hoffenheim. Although, again, they're not going to be that different from Andre Silva's stats. I think I'm going to go for it, even though it's risky. I mean, I've used a lifeline. I can't use two lifelines, and if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. But I'd rather save them for a future question. So I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to go with Kramaric.
Final answer.
He has better pass. He's Player of the Month or whatever it was last year. Let me just open this photo again. 71 pace, 86, 86, 76, 71. I'm going Kramaric. I think his passing is better than Andre Silva. I don't think he'll be as physical. I think Andre Silva would have higher physical. I might be wrong, but I'm going to go final answer, Kramaric.
He did used to play for Leicester.
He did. He didn't get enough game time. It was a sham, whoever sold him.
Probably Ranieri or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, when you're the Premier League, he's a sham.
He did nothing. He scored. I tell you what, he scored in an away loss to Aston Villa 2-1 in the Cup. One of the worst games I will ever go to as a away fan. He still scored. We played 5-4-1. He was really good, but then we sold him to Hoffenheim. So I hope that he's got me the right answer here.
And he does have the correct answer. Well done. Kramaric. Yeah, as you said, the physical on Andre Silva slightly better, and his pace was actually better than Kramaric. But for saying he's an 83 rated card, to have 286 stats is actually quite good.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, the other stats on the other players are surely very similar.
Yeah, I think Aguero's got either 89 or 90 shooting, but the pace is the same with Aguero.
Right. That's what I was thinking of then, yeah.
Same with the physical. I think the physical's pretty similar.
Fair
then Volland's got quite a bit of physical as well, just like Andre Silva.
Right. Okay, I mean...
Because he had a centre-back card last year.
That's true. If it had gone Aguero in the 50-50, I would have got that wrong. Definitely, I would have gone with him.
The luck of the numbers.
We got away with that one. We'll take it.
Question number 10 is for 5,000 FIFA points. Wayne Rooney is a new FIFA 22 icon, but which of the following card types did he never receive at Derby County? Is it A, flashback, B, end of era, C, inform, or D, man of the match?
Oh my god. Of course you get a Derby question in there. So we've got flashback, end of era, inform, and man of the match.
Yep. We're looking for the one that he hasn't received on FIFA 21 or FIFA 20.
Yeah. Well, I can instantly rule out end of era because he definitely got that because I purposely didn't do the SBC because I knew I would never use him because of the championship link.
Unreal card though.
It was very good. I just knew that the only time I'd ever use it is in a series like Team Takedown. But if you were in that scenario that you had to use that card, he'd always get guessed. So I didn't bother doing it. Flashback. I really had a flashback. I swear he had a man of the match. I swear he had an 83 orange card. I might be making that up, but I swear I remember that. Inform and flashback. I don't remember a flashback Rooney. Unless it was... Did you say this is in FIFA 21?
And FIFA 20.
Oh no.
So I've made it a little bit trickier.
That is harder.
FIFAs.
Oh. If it was just the last one, I think I'd know that. Damn. How many questions are we away from 12k points?
Two more after this.
2 more after this, right? Oh no. I'm 99% sure. Yeah. He's had a man of
that's
the
the
match.
audience.
I think I'm down to a 50-50.
You got a free lifeline anyway.
I do, but did Rooney have a flashback card? He must have had a flashback card, surely. Oh, what? I swear he did. But was that at Derby or was it when he was in the? I think FIFA 20. I swear he had a flashback card. Actually, thinking back to it. Because I don't think I did that SBC either. I swear when he's had the big cards, I haven't done them. Oh, Inform though. Has Rooney had an inform in the last 2 years?
Basically, they'd have to score a hat-trick. Or get like 2 goals and 2 assists, because that's how it works in the Championship.
That is sadly true, yes. And even if he does it in the cup, then that leads to a man of the match rather than an inform. Which again, I swear he had a man of the match, unless I'm thinking of his time at whatever it was, DC? That might be wrong.
Yeah, DC.
Oh, I really want to risk this. It sounds...
What you're leaning towards.
It sounds stupid to say that he hasn't got an inform if he's got all these other cards. However... You know what? People will roast me if I don't risk it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I want to try and get the most FIFA points possible. I want to keep my lifelines. I'm going to... Oh, no, am I? Oh.
That moment of confidence has just gone.
It has gone. It has. Because I just wouldn't know if he's got an inform. I wouldn't pay attention to like an 80 rated Rooney in the Championship or something like that over the last 2 seasons. And I don't know what his base card ratings were. Like, if he was an 81, then his inform would be an 84. So I feel like I probably would have seen it. But if he ended up being like a 79 rated card... Oh, man. I'll hate myself if I don't go for it. I'll risk it. And I'm going to go with... Inform. Final answer.
You've been riding your luck, Scott, with a lot of these questions. You've been not 100% on quite a few.
You're right.
You got the Suriname, you got the Inter Milan,
And
you
the
got the Feyenoord, and even the Kramaric, yeah.
Yeah.
You ruled out the end of era quite quickly.
Yes.
Which is good. You remembered the man of the match, which I don't know how you remembered, because that was a very niche card. I think it was actually a centre mid Rooney as well. Has he had a flashback at Derby, or were you thinking of the DC United one?
Exactly, I don't know.
You do have the correct answer. It is in form. He had a flashback both at DC and Derby. They literally, I think it was the last like 3 or 4 FIFAs he had like end of era flashback.
Exactly, that's why it's so confusing. It was the same with Van Persie. And Torres. Torres had it like 4 years in a row. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know why I remember the man of the match. Maybe I just packed him. Or maybe maybe he was the one. If you were going to use him in a series, if you didn't have his big card, you'd have to use the man of the match. But I don't know. We'll take it. We'll take it. Come on. Oh, I'm so happy about that one.
Question 11 is for 6,000 FIFA points. You do have 2 lifelines remaining.
Yeah.
Which of the following FIFA titles did Ronaldinho receive a left wing prime icon moments card? Is it A, FIFA 19, B, FIFA 20, C, FIFA 21, or D, FIFA 22?
Oh, prime moments?
Yep.
Okay, so the options are 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yep.
I mean, does it count on 22 if it's not out? Does the card even exist? I don't know. I don't think it exists yet. I mean, it definitely wasn't last year. A left wing prime moments card. Oh my. If I get this wrong, this is really bad as well, considering he's the guy for me. Dino is the guy. I do a series around him basically every year.
At the end.
Oh no. I feel like his first... Although they didn't have prime... I don't know if they had icon moments the first time he was added in. Because he obviously didn't come out with like when icons first came out. He was added in later.
You have your 2 lifelines.
I do.
You got 2 questions to guarantee the 12k.
I shouldn't need to use this though. That's the thing. I should know this. If it's 22, then I'd be I don't even know if you can even see the icon moments for this FIFA yet. And if you can, then I'm screwed. So I'm gonna rule that out. 21 was a cam. It was 1,000,000% a cam. Was FIFA 20 a cam as well though? I think it was. So it'd be FIFA 19 is the answer.
Need to get this right to get to the 12k question.
Yeah. I'd save 2 lifelines as well. It definitely isn't worth doing in like ask the audience because I've already ruled out stuff. I feel like you have to use that when you have 0 clue. I want to risk this. I'm not 100% on it. Because his cam last year was extinct for a long time. Was he a cam the previous year and extinct for a long time? I think he was. I think I'm going to go for it. And I'm going to go FIFA 19. Final answer.
You haven't used a lifeline.
No.
You're still riding that luck, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't FIFA 22. Use the logic that they're not even out yet.
Yeah.
That would have been really, really mean if I did do that.
It would. It would.
Wasn't FIFA 21 because it was a cam card.
Yeah.
And you do have the correct answer. It's FIFA 19. Well done. You do have 6,000 FIFA points now.
Come on, let's go. If you had picked basically any other icon that's had a position change, I would have been screwed.
I think if I was a bit meaner, I could have put in 18 because then you would have been
100%.
As he got it then.
Yeah. If you'd taken 22 out and put 18,
yeah, pushed him along. Go on.
Yeah.
That would have been a bit more tricky.
That would have. I would have had to have used a lifeline, 1,000,000%.
Here's your question for 12,000 FIFA points. Which of the following leagues have been added to FIFA 22? Is it A, Qatar Stars League, B, Indian Super League, C, the J2 League, or D, the Egyptian Premier League?
I swear it's the Indian. I swear it's the Indian League. Oh, I feel like I read this on like a Dexerto article or something like that. Can you quickly give me them again, please?
Yep. You got the Qatar Stars League,
Qatar,
Indian Super League,
yeah,
J2 League, or the Egyptian Premier League?
Egyptian. I swear it's the Indian League. I feel like I
Guaranteed 12,000.
I feel like I half remember the logo of the league, whatever it is. Do I risk it though? As soon as you said the question, in my head I had National League, then instantly ruled it out because Wrexham are in it, but they're in rest of the world.
Rest of the world.
And then I thought, yeah, rest of the world.
Not even rest of the world. It's just rest of the world.
And then Indian Super League stands out to me. I swear it's right. Oh man. I'll be annoyed at myself if I get this one wrong because I know that I've seen it. 100% I've seen this, and like I say, I'm 99% sure I've read an article about this because it was a big deal that it was added. So let's run through these again. We've got Qatari League. It can't be that, surely.
World Cup next year.
Don't throw me. Don't throw me.
Quite a few players have gone there.
Have they?
Yep.
I mean, Xavi manager's there. I don't know any players that are in Qatar.
Matias Pereira, I think. You know, the West Brom Brazilian.
You're right, because he was potentially going to come to us and he went for the money.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm ruling that out. It's not Qatar. I swear it's Indian. The other one was the second Japanese league, right?
Yep. The J2 League.
There's no way it's that. There's no chance. I'm instantly ruling that one out. And the last one was
Egyptian Premier League.
Egyptian Premier League. It isn't. It's the Indian Super League. I remember seeing it. I'm going with it. I'm risking it. No, it's none of the others. Indian Super League, whatever it's called. Final answer. It has to be.
The World Cup isn't Qatar next year, Scott.
It is, but it's not that. Shut up. It's not Qatar.
It's not Qatar. It's not the J2 League either.
No.
I was looking through Asian leagues and Middle Eastern leagues, and there's not many.
No. It has to be.
Was it the Egyptian Premier League? That is the question.
I don't think it is.
And you are right, it is the Indian Super League. You do have the correct answer. Well
Come
done.
on!
I think if I asked probably any other FIFA, like, there's not many people that know that they've been added.
I genuinely,
because of you reading that article.
To be honest, I have not seen it in the game. I wouldn't be able to tell you like what it's like.
I think the highest rated player is about 72.
Yeah.
So
like, I don't know any of the players. I wouldn't be able to tell you the like abbreviation that it comes under, but I remember reading about it. So
yeah,
very
I don't
lucky.
think there's any actual Indian players on FIFA 21.
Oh really?
But now there's quite a few on 22.
Oh cool.
There's quite a few now. So it's good that a new league's been added.
Yeah, nice.
It's a bit of a shame it wasn't the Qatar Stars League.
Bring back Liga do Brazil. Brasilvers.
Yeah. The annoying thing is about the Brazilian league is that they still have the manager card for the Brazilian league,
Really?
even though it's not in the game.
It's not been in the game for like 4 years.
Yeah, so you're still getting scammed that one item.
Yeah.
It's still in this year's game as well. I'd understand maybe if they did it like
do you know if you
the
can,
year after or something.
Do you know if you can still like search for the league even though there's no players in
it? You might. I don't know. I don't know if you see the card's definitely there, but I don't know if you can search for players from that league.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are guaranteed 12,000 now, Scott.
Nice. We've smashed
2
it.
lifelines as well.
Yes.
Question number 13 is for 25,000 FIFA points. Which of the following players received 3 one-to-watch cards in a row? Is it A, Arturo Vidal, B, Alvaro Morata, C. Roger Nainggolan, or D. James Rodriguez?
My goodness. So, James, Roger, what were the first two?
Vidal and Morata.
Vidal and Morata. They weren't as generous at giving out loads and loads of wants to watches in the past compared to nowadays. Like every promo has 2 teams. James 1,000,000% got one for Everton. I know that for sure. And I'm 99% sure he had one at Bayern Munich. But in a row. Would he have even transferred the year before? Oh, this is hard. Nainggolan. Again, James definitely had one at Bayern and Everton. Morata, 3 in a row, and it could have been like 3 years ago, I guess, by the way that the question is asked. That like the latest one was given. God, that's so hard.
You have your 2 lifelines, Scott.
I do. That is very, very difficult. I don't think I know this one, and I don't know. Like I don't even know who my phone a friend is at this stage, which is probably poor preparation. But whoever it is, I don't know if they'd know. That's a very hard question. I think I'm going to have to ask the audience on this one. I think it's too difficult. So I'm going to lock that in. I'm using my lifeline.
It's probably the wise thing to do.
Yeah, that's hard.
So Scott's used this as the audience, and we do have the percentages back in. With 14.9%, we do have Arturo Vidal, 43.6% for Alvaro Morata, 18.1% for Roger Nainggolan, and James Rodriguez with 23.4%. So what you're going to go with, Scott? It's not. It's like one of them where
18% went with
quite,
Raja.
Yeah, quite. Basically, you're looking at like 15% for Vidal, 20% for Nainggolan, 25% for Rodriguez, and like 40% for Morata. So it's like it's a slight lead for Morata, but not clear.
I don't think it's Nainggolan. I don't think he transferred that many times in a row that it could possibly be him. I swear he was at Roma for years, and then he was at Cagliari for a couple of years, and now he's at some Belgian club. Antwerp, yeah.
Something like
so
that.
I'm ruling him out. I think whoever's voting for him is
Inter.
wrong. Vidal.
He went to Inter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's him. I really don't. So maybe I'll look like a moron. Vidal's difficult because he has transferred quite a few times to big teams as well. Like he doesn't go to randomers, so he's definitely had a few, but I don't think he would have had 3 in a row. James, I don't believe he would have been at different clubs 3 years in a row to get ones to watch. Even though I think he had one at Bayern and Everton, I don't think he would have had one the year before, because I think he must have still been at Madrid, and he would have been there for more than 1 year. Morata's transferred a lot. That is the one. Before the votes came in, when I was thinking to myself, I was thinking Morata is the one that's transferred the most. And if I had to, like, if there's a gun to my head, Morata's the one I go for. He's got the most votes on Twitter. I think I'll go with the audience because he's transferred to Chelsea, Atletico, Juve, Madrid, back to Atletico. I think it makes the most sense. Everyone's voted for it. We're going Morata. Final answer.
And you do have the correct answer. Well done, Scott. It's Alvaro Morata. He was at Juve, and then Madrid did the buyback clause to buy him back.
Yeah.
So that was one to watch.
Chelsea?
Then he went to Chelsea, and then he went to Atletico. So
I remember that.
three,
I do remember the Chelsea ones to watch because he was awful. So I don't think it got
the
upgraded.
number 9 curse at Chelsea.
Yeah. Okay.
1 lifeline and 2 questions left.
Yep.
But it is probably the worst lifeline for this stage.
Yes.
Because
it's
at the end of the day,
random
If you're
question.
asking someone, it's just like they're going to be clutching at straws.
Yeah, if they randomly have that golden nugget of knowledge, that's what you're praying for.
Which of the following FIFA 22 silver cards have had the biggest decrease from FIFA 21 Ultimate Team? Is it A, Kevin Malqui, B, Jakub Blaszczykowski, C, Shane Duffy, or D, Jermaine Defoe?
Okay, great. Well, that's the kind of question that I don't know the answer to. Do you want to run me through them again?
Yep, you got Malqui, Blaszczykowski, Shane Duffy, and Jermaine Defoe. So they did have like gold cards on FIFA 21.
Yeah.
And now they're silver.
The only silver that I know that used to be a gold was Glick, because I sold him for 10k yesterday. I was hoping he was going to be an option. I mean, I won't lie.
Would anyone know this?
I
trust
highly doubt it. I don't think I've seen any of these cards. I did wonder.
They're all silvers now, so yeah it'll be tricky to know.
When I was looking, because I've got a Serie A team, I wondered why I wasn't seeing Malcu when I was searching for right backs. I did not know he was silver. That's surprising, because he does play. He played against us the other week. I don't know. Is the obvious is the obvious answer. I think we'll try and find someone to call and ask them, even though I have zero faith in anyone to know the answer to this.
This is impossible. You
this
will
is
not
for
know
50,000
it.
FIFA points.
Okay.
Just to preface.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot on the line.
Sure. I would rather have known after, but yeah, there's a lot on the line.
Well, no, I'm 99.9% we're walking away here. But
Okay.
In case you randomly have this golden nugget of knowledge, I thought we'll ask.
Okay.
Right, are you ready?
I'm ready, mate.
Which of the following FIFA 22 silver cards have had the biggest ratings decrease from last year?
Not a good start. We've got Kevin Malqui, Jakub Blaszczykowski, Shane Duffy, or Jermaine Defoe.
Okay. What was the first one?
Kevin Malqui, yeah.
Okay. What do you know what his rating is now?
Absolutely no idea. I don't know any of the ratings.
Well, if he's silver, so he's got to be 74. I'm pretty sure he was 80. So let's call that 6.
Yeah.
Blaszczykowski as well. I think that's the Wolfsburg. Or did he play? I think he's Bundesliga still.
Yeah.
So if he was gold, I'm pretty sure. I mean, honestly, I'm assuming you thought this is your final lifeline, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because they were all gold, but I mean, I'm just trying to remember.
They were all gold, and now they're silvers on 22.
Yeah. And what was the third one? Sorry.
Shane Duffy and then Jermaine Defoe.
You know what? If I'm being honest with you, I would have gone with Jermaine Defoe. However, for an extra 50,000, I don't think you can take the risk.
No. It was. It's genuinely like if you know the answer, then we'll go for it.
No.
It's not being risked.
I'm almost compelled for Luke's bank account to say Jermaine Defoe. But yeah, I mean that would be my guess. I think I can't remember if he was still 80 rated or if that was the one before. The thing is though, it's such a great question because it is literally so difficult, but because they've all got compelling arguments. I'd say Jermaine Defoe. However, I'm not willing to put 50k on the line for that.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking away then, Scott.
I mean, as much as I rate Oakley and his knowledge of the game, he opens a hell of a lot of packs, he knows a lot of info. I don't think either of us are sure. So I think it'd be a disservice to the viewers that could get the FIFA points to risk it and lose it. So I think we're going to have to walk away, sadly.
And now we do have to do this point where if there was a gun to your head and you had to go for one of these options, what would you go for?
We'll go with Oakley, and we'll say Jermaine Defoe.
He does know a lot about ratings, Oakley.
He does.
And he would have had the correct answer. It would have been Jermaine
Really?
Defoe. It would have been.
No!
You would have had the. Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Correct.
Classic. I'm so sorry to have to love you and leave you.
No worries. That's fine.
Got to go in.
That's fine. Thanks, anyway,
That's
Oakley.
fine. Thank you
See you
very
later,
much.
guys. Bye bye.
Fair enough. Do you have the?
If,
Do you have
if
the numbers
Oakley was
for
a
each of
bit
these?
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jermaine Defoe went down 6, Duffy 5, Blaszczykowski 5, and Malcuit 4. So
Oh well, to
it was
be
only
fair,
very tight.
he thought Malcolm was 6 as well. So
Yeah, Malcuit went from a 78 to a 74, Blaszczykowski 75 to 70, Duffy 77 to 72, and something like that.
fair enough. That was so hard. I mean, yeah. Obviously I had no idea. Oakley sort of did, but
He had an inkling, and that
he
inkling
did.
did pay
But
off.
if you have no idea and your phone and friend is not willing to say that, go for it, you can't risk it, can you? When we're at this higher level, anyway.
Which of the following gold cards are the shortest on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team? Is it A, Luciano Acosta, B, Lorenzo Insigne, C, Pablo Piatti, or D, Maxi Morales?
Oh my goodness. What? Who were the first and third ones again?
Acosta and Piatti. Fortunately, there's no curbs in this option.
He would definitely win.
He'd win this.
Oh man, I'm 99% sure Insigne's 5'4". I'm fairly certain on that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think he is. I mean, I saw him in real life. He's an absolute midget. I mean, it's safe to say I don't know, like for certain, but obviously we've got free hits. Maybe it's one of the two that I don't really know, and so I mean, as it doesn't matter, can you give me a little bit of info as to like who do they play? Who does Acosta play for? Because I've probably seen him.
Cincinnati, I think.
Okay, yes. That is who I was
Maxi
thinking.
Morales is, I want to say New York City.
Yeah, I know him.
Could be.
And Piatti is also in the MLS. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one though.
Okay.
A lot of short people in the MLS.
Yeah, I know. What's going on? Let's take a punt at Piatti. Why not?
You go for Piatti.
Yeah.
And it was actually Maxi Morales, the 5'2" Argentinian.
Wow.
I think Piatti's 5'3" and Insigne's 5'4".
Yeah.
Same with Acosta, so very
Fair
short. But you done really well, Scott. It's 14 out of 15.
It's not bad. Well,
You get
I mean,
the 25k.
You say 14. Defoe was. I mean, we did walk away.
But you still get the correct answer anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
But very, very well for saying it's, the full game isn't even out yet for everyone. So,
I mean, I won't lie and say that I was confident on a lot of the answers, but we got there.
yeah, you have like rode your luck quite a bit with quite
Yeah,
a few, which
definitely.
you do need at times. To be fair, you do need that bit
100%.
of luck just to get you there.
100%. Like, for example, the Indian League or whatever. That is the most random bit of knowledge that I will ever bring to a series like this. So we'll take it. What is that? 25k?
Yeah, so we do give away 2 sets of 12k just so there's more than one winner.
Yep.
Nice. So that'll be good for someone. So yeah, make sure you go into the description, drop a sub to Scott if you haven't already, leave a retweet and follow us both on Twitter, and you could win yourself 12k FIFA points. And we'll catch you all next time.